Hello. How is everybody tonight? Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So come on in, like and share. Like and share, like and share. So I welcome you guys in here tonight. We have another session of Ask a Coach every Wednesday. We're here. I will say this is going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a good one tonight. So let's everybody get in and like and share and get your seats, get your front row seats, right? Get your front row seats to all what we're going to talk about tonight. And I think this is something that as business owners, entrepreneurs, the topic tonight is going to be something that I think everybody will can relate to, right? We all go through times and we reach plateaus, and we have to get through those plateaus to get us to the other side, right? And so this is tonight, it's going to talk about getting from that, getting from that plateau and that stagnation and moving forward into having some productivity, right? Because we all need to be productive in everything that we're doing, okay? So we are here and we are live, and I want to make sure everybody is doing, everything is going away. It should be going. I'm also going to, as usual, go ahead and put the link inside of the chat. So just in case you're having problems, if you're having problems, feel free to join me into the chat. So let me make sure everything is on here. So pulling all this stuff up, and I appreciate everybody's patience as usual, because it's just me here at nighttime, and I love it, and I love it that we're here in this together, and so let's go ahead and make sure that everything is good. So I want to make sure I'm giving you the right Zoom before I say, okay, this is yeah, that's good. I'm giving you the right Zoom. So here is the link. I know sometimes somebody said they couldn't click the link. So what I'm going to do is tonight I'm going to add the entire link, the meeting ID and the password, because that will help out. Because if you are having problems with the link, you'll be able to go ahead and join us inside of the Zoom room if that's what you're trying to do. I think there are still some issues with the way you're viewing it or able to view it on Instagram. So feel free to come on over into the Zoom room with me if you are on Instagram. And it is, it's you're just going to come right on in. It's not going to be any kind of delay you getting in there. So I'm putting that into the post now because I want to make sure you're able to get into it. Because if you can't get into it, you can't get over here. So I want you to come and get over here and go. So let's see. Okay. All right. So come on in. We have about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, everybody, before we're going to jump in and get started with everything. Like I said, I want to make sure that everybody is in the place, right? In the right place, and knowing that this is where we are tonight. We're going to talk about that plateau, hitting that plateau, and how to move forward from that plateau. So come on in, like and share. Please do so, and join us join us here. So, all right. I'm not sure what's going on with LinkedIn. So I'm not sure. Let me check and see what is it saying. So yeah. Okay. It seems like LinkedIn is having a problem tonight. I'm unable to connect with LinkedIn. All right. Well, that's not good. Well, I'll just have to record it and put it and post it over there. Interesting. It's sending the data, but it's not going over to LinkedIn. So, okay, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook on two channels. So we'll do what we got to do. We'll record it, and I will post it up there on LinkedIn for those that are trying to use it and they can't see it. So I apologize for that. And anybody that's watching this later on, once I post it, you'll hear me saying that I apologize for the issue right there. So let me go ahead and do what I need to do, which is start sharing my screen and also start recording. So let me start sharing my screen and let us get in. So presentation. Okay. And hearing that. Awesome. And we're good, right? So I think everybody should be good. Awesome. Awesome. So you guys should see it. So I'm glad you're here with me tonight. It is 6 o'clock. I want to get started. I want to dig into this. This is a nice conversation to have. And I think that as anybody has had this situation hit them before, they would, they understand what I'm talking about here. So welcome tonight to Ask a Coach Consultant Live Wednesdays, every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. And I'm Rolanda Michele. I am your consultant or coach-sultant. I do coaching as well as consulting work. So tonight's topic is Beyond the Plateau, talking about unleashing your business's full potential, right? That's what tonight is about. So I welcome you to tonight's session. And we all know that running a business is a journey, right? It's a journey filled with ups and it's filled with ups and downs, right? And with that, at times, progress slows down and you might even feel like you're stuck, right? I felt that way previously. I felt that before in my life, that I felt stuck, right? And when you're feeling stuck, that is what we will call like your plateau, like you're just plateauing, you're just even. And and it does not necessarily feel great, right? But let me reassure you that reaching this stage is not a sign of failure, right? It's a signal that you're on a brink of growth. Okay. You're about to grow. So don't think that it's a bad thing. It's just an indicator that you are about to grow. Okay. So today, right, we're going to talk about this, right? Today we're going to explore how to recognize this plateau and reassess your strategies and how to reignite your business to achieve even greater success. Okay, so that's what tonight is going to talk about. So we're going to get through that. Okay, so let's dig in. Let's dig in. We're 3 minutes in. Let's dig in. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about identifying like that plateau, right? How do we identify that plateau? That's the first step, right? This is the first step, is recognizing where you are, recognizing it. So just just take a moment and think to yourself, like, are your revenues or your customer growth stagnant? Is just stagnant, or have you noticed a decline in customer engagement or satisfaction, right? Perhaps your team is struggling to come up with new ideas. Like that could happen. These are all signs that this business may be, not necessarily, but maybe in a plateau. Now, when you're thinking about this, early recognition is crucial because it allows you to take a proactive step before the stagnation takes root. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that can happen, but we don't want it to take root. We have to see it early, deal with it early, and make those adjustments. Okay. So when we're thinking about plateaus, right? What are the common causes of business plateaus, right? Business plateaus like often stem from like a few common causes, right? So you might be relying too heavily on strategies that once worked but are no longer effective. Times change, things change. the way people do business changed. Just think about the way people did business 5 years ago, the way people did business even a year ago. Things change very rapidly. It's a very rapidly growing way to doing business. It's growing. Or perhaps your business hasn't adapted a recent market change because, you know, we have to think about the market is going up, and then we are in, the economy right now is something that we need to be looking at. Things, they're saying things are getting better. Maybe you're not feeling it. Maybe it is getting a little tighter. Right. Another frequent issue is underinvestment in innovation and employee development. Right. I get it, with everything that happened in, 2019 to now, and things are going up and down, we may be hesitant to spend money and because we don't know what's going to happen, right? We don't know. I mean, think about this too. Right now, we're in August, and in United States, we have an election in a few months. People will start putting mail-in votes in the next month or so. So we don't know what's going to happen. So we may be, maybe a little leery. I don't want to say afraid, but we may be a little leery to spending money, right? But addressing these root causes is crucial to breaking through the plateau. And once you are able to break through that plateau, you'll be able to reignite your growth. Okay. The saying is that scared money doesn't make money. That is true. You have to invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in your employees, invest in innovations of your business, invest the time and care, right? And time and care is figuring out what caused, the stagnation. Okay. So when we're thinking about this, we're talking about strategies. Let's think about strategies for your breaking through that plateau, strategies to break through. Because that's what we need to do. We have to figure out, what do we need to do to break through to get to the other side? You said, hey, Rolanda, you said that, stagnation is part of is how you know that you're about to grow, right? It could be a place of a breaking point of where you're going to grow. So how am I going to get to that, lady? How am I going to get to that? So breaking through the plateau requires a strategic approach. I say this consistently to my clients, to the people in my class, the students, and I tell them that strategy is key. You have to be strategic about everything that you're doing. Thinking about things strategically will help you grow. So start by reassessing your business models and goals, right? Are they still aligning with the current market? Because things might have changed. You might have set your yearly goals in thinking that, hey, the economy and things are going to move in one direction, but it didn't go in that direction, or it had to move in that direction quick enough so you can meet those goals that you had. If not, it's time to pivot. It's okay. It's not that you're falling off. You're just pivoting, you're just being adaptive, right? Invest in innovation, whether it's through new products or services or processes. Okay. Listen to your customers. Their feedback is a gold mine. Their feedback is a plethora of ideas, and they are going to help you build a successful business and meet their needs. Because if you have that dialogue with your customers, they will tell you what they need, and you can go ahead and meet that need as opposed to guessing, right? And don't forget your team. Don't forget the people that work with you. Providing them with the right training and development opportunities will empower them to drive your business forward. And let me just say this, I get it that sometimes you're like, hey, I don't have time to handhold. And hey, more than likely you are employing adults, right? And adults, we are adults. We all are adults here. But you need to actually show them the pathway through, show them where they can get the training. You may not be able to hold their hands, but you can always give them direction. You can always help them develop in the right way. You can do side by sides, or if there is something that you want to teach them, you're like, hey, I don't have time to hold your hand Let's have a working session and I'll show you how to do this as I'm doing it, because then that kind of helps two things out, right? You're being productive and they're learning. So you have to come and be innovative. You have to come and think outside the box of how to meet and rise to this moment to make sure that you're meeting the needs of your employees, your customers, and your business. Okay. So these are some things that you can think about when you're thinking of how to break through the, break through to the, to the plateau, right? Break through that plateau. Okay. So now that's a strategy. There's another strategy that you can use too to help you besides your customers. You can use strategic partnerships that can help you break through this plateau. Excuse me. So sometimes, the key to overcoming a plateau is collaboration. Excuse me. Strategic partners and partnerships, affiliates, whatever you want to call them, can open doors to new markets and customer segments that you may not have been able to previously reach. You may not, they may not have even known about you. Help you build that brand awareness by working with other people. By forming these alliances that enhance your product and your service offering, you can create additional value to your customers, right? So don't underestimate the power of leveraging partners, okay, and their resources to fuel your growth as well. So let's think about an example. For instance, right, during your recent growth phase, during our recent growth phase, we performed partnerships that expanded our reach and boost our sales, like demonstrating how powerful a strategic partner can be. So we're able to use our partners. We are looking for more partners. We're looking for more affiliates that we can collaborate with that will extend our reach, and we can actually support their community as well. Okay, so it's not just about you taking, it's you're giving as well, because it's a partnership. Of course, they wouldn't partner with you if you didn't have anything to offer to their community. So it's a give, a win-win situation. So when you're thinking about these opportunities and getting past a plateau, look around you and see if there's other organizations that you can leverage, that you could partner with, and have some level of collaboration to grow your brand, to grow your customer base, and still keep bringing value to all your customers, current and then new. Okay, this is a great opportunity to break through a plateau. So let me just say, innovation is the catalyst for your growth. It is absolutely innovation. Propels businesses out of a plateau. You have to be innovative. I tell people all the time, this is the box, throw it away. That is how you have to think and be innovative. Fostering a culture where creativity and problem solving are encouraged can lead to breakthrough ideas, right? That can drive growth. People can think of other ways that they can reach customers, or even thinking about other customers that maybe marketing segments and the other segments that they might be able to reach. And then in addition, they might also think about a way that you can enhance the customer's experience that you already have, right? Whether it's through new products or services or technology, innovation requires an investment. Innovation requires an investment of time, and it can and money. It will. So consider allocating resources to research and develop. Right, research R&D is so crucial when you're trying to break through a plateau and staying ahead of technology and technological advances, because that research and development will always be there. Having those people to able to do that will help you always meet the need of now and prepare you for what is ahead. And I understand that, as a small business owner or entrepreneur just starting out, you might not have the money to invest in R&D, right? You may not have that right now. But You could always, like we always say, you're supposed to do research, market research. That can help you as well with your development. Okay. It may not be that you have a whole department, but you do market research, see what your competitors are doing, see what the market trends are. That's what you're going to do that anyway, so that you can, but understand that that's what you're doing, right? Understand that this is where it is that you're doing. You're doing research, and then you're going to develop products based off of that. Okay. So innovation isn't just about having the next big idea. It is not about having just, oh, I got this big idea, oh, or have little ideas. I'm not going to say anything. No, it's not about having the next big idea, the next big thing. It's about consistently evolving, staying relevant in this rapidly changing market. You have to stay relevant. If you're not relevant, then you won't be able to uh push yourself forward. You get it? Good. So reassessing and realigning your business goals. This is something that you may have to do. You need to look at them. If you're in it, like we said in the beginning, if you are in a moment of stagnation, if you are in a plateau, if you're sitting there and that's all it is, you're just there, no customer growth, maybe even decline, because you don't want that to happen, right? Because sometimes that's what happens. Is like, when you throw something in the air, it's that moment in time that it almost like it's staying in the air, then it comes back down and change direction. That's where you are. You don't want to fall back down. You want to move forward. Gravity does not have to affect your business. Okay. Understand that gravity does not have to affect your business. So as your business evolves, so should your goals, right? Your goals that you have maybe, when you started your business a couple of years ago shouldn't be the same business goals you have this year. They should always grow. That's the part about, like I say a lot of times about business planning and strategies. You should always have these goals. So regularly assessing and realigning your targets with current market conditions and future trends is critical. So are your goals still relevant? You need to ask that question. Are my goals still relevant? Are they ambitious enough to drive growth? Is it like, oh, well, I just want to make what I have last year and maybe a little bit more? They need to be ambitious enough, right? They need to push you a little bit further than you were the year before. If not, it's time to set new objectives. Okay, that these objectives need to challenge you and your team to push your business forward. You have to set these new goals. Ensure that every department, every team member is aligned with these goals to create a unified force driving towards success. I will tell you this, the worst thing a person can do or business owner can do is not get their teams on board when they're trying to make a change. And I understand that you may not be able to get everybody, but if you have all your leaders aligned, and also if you have your your teams part of the goal setting, part of the process, they are more likely to adopt the changes that you're going to be making. They will not push back. Sometimes when you're changing things, change management is a big deal. No matter what you're doing, change management is a big deal. I don't care how big your company is or how small your company is. If you have other people that are involved, you have to manage that change and making sure that they are part of the process. They are made aware of the process. One of our core values for Thomas and Lee is transparency, and making sure that you're transparent and communicating with them about what's going on, right? Because they need to be aligned. They need to be unified, because that is going to help you move your business forward. You do not want to have pushback from your team unnecessarily. Now, I'm not saying that there's not going to be any bad apples in a bunch, but more than likely, I've seen that it is a fear almost sometimes that people are like, well, what does that mean? If we make this change, what does that mean? If we automate this, what happens to my job? That those are real life fears, and we have to address those as leaders, as business owners, as entrepreneurs, as directors, as VPs, whatever role you are in. We need to understand that we have to address those team members, right? hey, it may be that they might get let go. I don't know. But that doesn't necessarily mean the case. You need to get them on board. So when you're realigning your goals, when you're resetting your goals, business goals, department goals, you have to make sure that everybody is aware. Because if they're aware and they're there, that will get you to the point to the other side. All right. So wow, that is kind of what we have here, right? I don't make these things long because I know people have things to do, right? So I just want you to think about this. In today's session, we explore how to recognize, how to recognize your business plateau and understand its causes and implement strategies to break through. Okay. Remember, a plateau is not the end of your business journey. It doesn't mean that your business is over. It doesn't mean you got to close up shop and go home with your tail between your legs. That doesn't mean that. It's just a signal that it's time to innovate, reassess, and realign your goals. And when I say realign your goals, that in turn means realigning your actions to align with your new goals. Okay. So we have to remember that part. That part, right? Remember, people say, yeah, that part, that part. Once you reset your goals, you need to realign all the activities so you can meet those new goals. Okay, that might mean training. That might, that might mean me realigning, roles inside of the organization. Whatever it takes, you just have to make sure that you align with, realign everything that's going on in your organization to meet those new goals. By continuously evolving and embracing strategic partnerships, right? Remember partnerships. Like that's another piece. You're realigning your goals, and now you're going to have these partners. You can unleash your business's full potential by having these partners help you take your business from where you are to where you want to go. And you will be able to support their businesses and their organizations and their communities as well. Remember, a strategic partnership is a win-win situation, a give-get situation. Everybody's giving and everybody's receiving inside of those strategic partnerships. Okay. So when you're thinking about this, all of this stuff, right? And I'm telling you you have to remember this stuff and always communicate with your team. Communicate what's going on with your team as much as you can. I understand that, some some people, don't have clearance to have all of the information, but at least let the people know enough information for their particular level. Right? I understand that you're not going to have everything open book. Okay. Most organizations don't, right? But you should let people know what's going on before it smacks them in the face. Right? That's just me saying that as a person that talks about building healthy relationships. And as a leader, you need to build healthy relationships with your people that are reporting to you. Okay. So I think this was a really quick and quick it down, and we got it here. Now, it's time for you to take what we talked about today and take your business to the heights, right? We all have been there. We all have had plateaus. There are just times, sometimes it just, it may not be a plateau. Maybe it's the crossroad, right? You might say, hey, I'm at a crossroad with my business. And that's fine. Similar situation. Similar, you just need to figure out where you're going to go next. That's what you need to do. It's not about anything else but figuring out where you need to go next. Okay. So when we did this, right, I want you to know that, like I said, I'm here. Your journey doesn't have to end here. Like I invite you to continue the conversation and explore additional resources that we offer here at Thomas and Lee Small Business Academy. Plan, Prosper, Grow is also my life coaching and my coaching company as well. So whether it's you need one-on-one, coaching, consulting services to help you figure out that plan and that strategy, or you want to enroll in like the academy itself to have the comprehensive classes, we're here to help you achieve your goals. That's what this is for. I'm here every week for you to join in here and um talk to me, right? Talk to me. So if you are not sure what you want to do, right? If you're not sure what you want to do, what I will tell you to do, the best thing for you to do is and go ahead and uh book a discovery call. Okay. Booking a discovery call is something that is easy for you to do. It doesn't cost you a thing. And what happens is that we talk. You and I talk. It's not a talk about, oh, well, buy this, buy this. No, I want to learn about you, your business, and how I can absolutely support you. Okay. And if there's a way I can support you, I will. Again, it's not just the one thing, right? It could be the coaching, it could be the coaching, it could be the school, the classes start in the next session of classes are starting in September. So it could be that, or it can be or a combination, right? It could be a combination. So we're here to help you with all of that. Okay. I don't want you to think that, this is like, we're here every week to help you with that. And if you're not sure, if you don't want to talk to me directly, you're like, hey, I don't want that. I don't want all those problems, lady. That's fine. This is what this is for. Every week I'm here on Wednesday at 6 p.m. to help you in your endeavor. And that means that if you're here and you want to submit a question to me, I put the link in there. So it's Ask a Coach-sultant question submission. Go ahead and submit a question to me. And if you submit your question to me, I will absolutely incorporate this into one of our next sessions, because this is what this is about. People ask questions, things come up from classes that I work with people with. And so it's like, I want you to understand that this is what this is for. This is a free resource. This is basically, free coaching that you can get your specific questions answered by me every Wednesday at 6 p.m. So go ahead, and I put it in there in the Ask a Coach-sultant question submission. Click that link. It's just a form. And the only thing you have to do is just submit your questions. And if you leave us your email, we'll let you know when it's, what session it's going to be in, so you can tune in that day to make sure that you get your answers to your questions. Okay. This is like I said, this is a free service because I'm passionate about it. My tagline is passions to profit. And I want to make sure that people that have businesses, that they feel supported. And I know that sometimes it's so costly to do what do what you want to do. You don't know where to turn to. And that's why I said, book that free discovery call or submit your questions. It doesn't cost you a thing. If you don't, then, that's some you just want to come back every week. I love that too. So like and share this with anybody that that has a business. Tell them to tune in. Tell them to submit questions. If they're even thinking about having a business or starting a business, have them do that as well. So all I would like to say is that this was a great evening. I appreciate you. Sorry about that. I appreciate you. And I'm glad that you guys are here. And I look forward to seeing you next week as we go into our next topic. Okay, I can't give you a preview of what next week is, because I want to see if anything comes out of class tomorrow that I want to address quickly. So please have a great day, a great evening, depending on wherever you are and whenever you're watching it. And I'm sorry, LinkedIn, once this renders, I will post it out there with all the links in there for you as well. So you guys have a great evening, and nice talking to you, and see you next week. Bye-bye.